Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Sam here again, and back here for the Before You Go to Bed live session here. I'm gonna turn on my comment just so that I can see what you guys are saying because I do want to interact with you guys. That's a huge, huge, huge thing. Um, okay, so today overall really great. I got my workout done. I just got back from the gym. That's why you're seeing me with a cutoff shirt here. But just got back from the gym. About to go to bed. About to take a shower. But kind of giving you an overall quote unquote report on my day today. We got to work on polishing our website to launch our book in about 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now. So we're getting closer and closer, and we're finally getting the website done so that by the time the book launches, you guys can get on, buy the book, and have the book be shipped out to you. So that's what we worked on today. Mostly, shout out to Charles Wu, who helped me understand Facebook ads and YouTube ads a little bit more better. I guess better is instead of the more better, so that I can go ahead and reach out to more people with our message, whether it's paying off the debt or investing in real estate, whatever it may be. Learning every day, getting better. That's definitely the key here. With us here in the Kwak Brothers. Next week we're moving to a new office. You guys know that. April 1st is our move-in day, so there's gonna be a lot of packing this weekend. So you may not see a video this weekend. Who knows what Chris is up to and what he's stirring up. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna go ahead and go into one of our properties as undercover landlord. So I'm gonna wear my jeans and hoodie and maybe a hat and fake glasses to go in and go undercover into one of my own properties to see what if there's any problems with the tenants, and it's kind of getting an idea of how the property is doing. So this particular property that I'm about to go see tomorrow, I haven't seen this property since last summer, so it's a great time. It's spring, so it's a great time to go and check out how the property's doing, where we're at. We're doing a lot of rehab, so I'm gonna go and check out the property tomorrow as an undercover landlord, and you guys will get to see the video footage. It's gonna be a lot of fun and super exciting. So we're gonna film that tomorrow, and then hopefully have it out by this weekend. But we're gonna be busy this weekend, so I may not even do Facebook Live or YouTube Live at the end of this week, just because we're gonna be busy packing our office to move. But who knows? I'm gonna try to squeeze out as much time as possible to spend some time having some conversations with you guys. Cool. I'm gonna get the chat back on. Okay, there we go. So guys, let's go and talk about today's topic, which is the rule of 10,000 hours. And this is a concept that I got from the book called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. So Malcolm Gladwell is a very well-known author. If you guys haven't read this book, I definitely recommend you guys check out the book. It's called The Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Now, there's a part in the book, I'm gonna try to hold it steady. There's a part in the book where it talks about what are the common denominator to all these world-class, successful, and talented people. So if we take Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, all these famous people that are very well known for what they do, specifically their talents, what are some of the things that they have in common as far as what have made them a success story? And one of the things that Malcolm Gladwell discovers, and he shares it in his book, is that these top class, the top of the top talented people, successful people, have at least put in 10,000 hours of practice into a given craft. So Steve Jobs spent over 10,000 hours for sure in understanding computer programming, computer manufacturing. He spent a lot of time there, right? Michael Jordan for sure has spent over 10,000 hours practicing basketball. In fact, he actually is also a baseball player. So if you guys know anything about Michael Jordan, he enjoys playing baseball as well. But Michael spent a lot of time on the court, right, in the basketball court, to really perfect his craft and really perfect his talent in his sports. So here's the point of this YouTube live is if you guys are wanting to perfect something or become a world-class master at something, whether it's being an entrepreneur, A real estate investor, you want to start your own e-commerce business, you want to start your own restaurant, whatever it may be, you have to be willing to put in at least 10,000 hours to hit world-class mastery level to where the world will recognize you as an expert. You have a brand, you have recognition. If you want to hit that point, 10,000 hours of mastery is required for you to hit the world-class leader when it comes to your craft. Does that make sense? So when you start anything, when you want to learn something and it's your passion, or you want to make it into a career or whatever it may be, you have to be willing to commit 10,000 hours upfront. Okay, so it's kind of like the whole concept of before you begin, start with the end in mind. So when you start at something, when you start a business or you start a real estate investing career, let's say, you have to, in the back of your mind, you have to firmly understand what that means. You have to commit 10,000 hours. So I've done the math of figuring out, okay, how long does it take to get to the 10,000 hours? Well, if you work every single day, 8 hours a day, nonstop, for and not even taking days off in the week. So from Monday through Sunday, you work 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 hours a day. It would take you roughly 3.8 years to get to 10,000 hours. So I've done the math, right? So if you want to become a successful business owner, just to get beyond the line of 10,000 hour mark, you have to spend 3.8 years, and that's not taking any days off. That's crazy, right? So if you do take days off, or you have shorter hours, then you might be looking at 5 to 7 years before you even hit mastery. And one thing that's interesting, if you guys understand, someone said here, Bobby is saying, "Hey Sam, thanks for being so diligent on your messages." Yeah, absolutely. So what's going on, Bobby? So if you want to, a good analogy is the martial arts world. When you get to a point where you're black belt, right? We generally understand that black belt is like the mastery, like you made it, right? You've graduated, you're in the mastery level. But someone who's serious in the martial arts understand that the black belt actually represents a serious beginner. Okay, so I just like totally mind blown you guys. For some of you guys who thought getting a black belt in a martial art meant like you hit the mastery, like you are the master, right? But in fact, someone who's been practicing martial arts for a very long time understands that black belt, all it means is that you are a serious beginner. Okay, you are ready to learn more, craft your mastery, craft your talents, craft your art, and that's what the black belt represents. So you got to have that mindset. If you want to become a true expert, a true master, it's kind of like the concept in the Bible, where in the Bible it talks about those who want to be the greatest must also become the least. Okay, those who want to become a master also has to become a slave. Those who want to be known for the greatest has to be humbled, and that pretty much ties back into what we're talking about. Is even if you hit 10,000 hour mark, you are now a serious beginner. Okay, you're 5 to 7 years in to your business. You are now a serious beginner. So this is my 5th year running a business. And I would consider myself to be a serious beginner, though sometimes it can be it's so easy to say, oh my gosh, I figured this business thing out. Look at me, right? It's so easy to fall off your high horse, but it's always important to remind yourself that whoever wants to be the greatest also has to be the least, this person that has an attitude of wanting to learn more, become the best student as possible if you want to become the best master. So there it is, guys. 10,000 hours gets you at least to the serious beginner mark, but that's a good frame of mindset to have. Okay, if you want to start something, you want to start a business, you want to start anything really, you have to be willing to at least minimum invest 3 years into whatever you're trying to work on. But that puts you in that gives you a good perspective, doesn't it? Because now you understand that you don't have all the time in the world. We don't get to live forever. So now if it takes 3 years to at least get to the minimum, at least get to the serious beginner level, that should give you an idea. Okay, I got to be careful where I invest, right? I got to be careful where my time is going, because if I want to at least hit a serious beginner level, I got to at least invest 3 to 5 years into this craft. I don't have, millions and millions of years to keep, to invest in different things. So this ties back to what we talked about yesterday, the one thing, right? Focus on that one thing until you're successful, but at the same time, also think longevity. Okay, understand that if you want to start something, a business, a relationship, whatever, minimum it's going to take you 3 to 5 years to hit serious beginner level, and then additional 10 to 20 years to really hit someone who we would revere as a master. I hope that gives you some level of understanding, because even for me, I'm fifth. This is my fifth year running a business. I consider myself to be a serious beginner. But just because you're a serious beginner doesn't mean that you're making a small income. I mean, Daniel and I are doing okay in terms of income and our finances, but just understand that just get to that minimum threshold. You have to spend that time. Cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit the shower. I'm gonna head to bed. I gotta wake up at 6:30 in the morning, or actually earlier, because I gotta get to the church. I gotta get to my church at 6:30. We're having a men's prayer meeting, so I want to get there on time. So I do need to get up at least 5:30 to make it to church by 6:30 to pray with other guys about our future and what's going around. So guys, I appreciate you. Love you as always. If you guys have anything to share, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments. As always, do subscribe to your channel. It not only motivates me, but it pushes the rest of our team to make more videos for you guys to help you and support you in your journey. Cool. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll be back here.